Hey, what's up? Alright, so let's get started. So by now you've probably had your joystick plugged in, get those drivers installed, good to go, load up War Thunder, let's get started. You're going to go to Menu, Controls, Control Setup Wizard, hit Air, now I'm going to go down here, bring this down, find the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro, click that, select Layout. What that's going to do is it's going to set us up with the foundation in which we're going to customize these controls. So it automatically set up your access and you don't have to worry about anything. Let's get started on the guns. What we're going to do here is we're just going to clear everything that's already there, because this is going to be fully customized controls. Okay, small caliber guns. Hit assign button, and we're going to do button 4, which is on the top to the right. Hit replace. Large caliber guns. Assign, do the trigger. Makes sense, right? Additional guns, it's the button on the left of the stick where your thumb can go. Hit that, good to go. Drop bomb. It's going to be the button at the top to the left. That's button 3. Assign rocket, do whatever you want. Okay, now that's also set, we're going to go to throttle access. Clear that out. So, before I go any further, let me explain why we're not going to use the throttle on the joystick. Because you don't have Track IR, it's very, very difficult to fly the plane and control the throttle at the same time. Because what we're going to do is we're going to turn the mouse into a Track IR. We'll get to that later. Hit assign button, increase value. Assign button, you're going to do left mouse button. Decrease value, right button. Hit replace. Make sure it's on relative control. Save. Okay, here is all of the access sensitivities. I don't know what it's going to set it up on default. These are my controls. But you play around with it and you get comfortable with the sensitivity in which you want to be able to control the plane with the joystick. So, now that that's all set, good. Hit OK. Just hit continue. Okay, now we're going to do view controls. So go back, controls, view controls. Zoom camera, cross that out. You don't really have to worry about any of this stuff. Toggle view is default V, so you can always just use that. That's how I use it. Clear this out. View when battle. Clear both those out because those are assigned to the POV hat, in which we're going to use later for something else. We are going to use the POV hat for the zoom access. So hit edit access, maximum value, assign button, click up on the POV hat. Just like that. Minimum value. Click down on the POV hat. Make sure it's on relative control. So you click that. That way you can control the access of the zoom perfectly while in flight. It's amazing. Okay. Sensitivity and zoom. I don't know what the default is, but you can mess around with that. Basically what that means is when you're zoomed in and you still want to track targets with your mouse, it could be slower or it could be faster. I like it slower. Relative camera, turn that off. Head tracking, turn that off. Okay. We're gonna get to head movement now. Clear. Clear. Clear that all out. The ones that we're gonna be using is up and down. Set the maximum to arrow up. Hit replace. Minimum value. Hit arrow down. Replace. Make sure you put that on relative control. Save changes. Move head left and right. Edit. Maximum value. You're going to click right on the POV hat. Minimum, do left on the POV hat. Do not put relative control this time. Save changes. Hit OK. Continue anyway. So what the left and right on the POV hat is going to do is it's going to allow you to use the mouse with the middle mouse button. It's already on default, I'm pretty sure. If it's not, we'll change it in the video. And you turn around, you look towards the back of the cockpit, and you hit left or right on the POV hat. And what it's going to do is it's going to stick your head out, and you're going to be able to see perfectly behind you. It's brilliant. Let this load up. Okay, apparently we forgot to do toggle gear. Let's go back. Basic. Gear. You're gonna do the button on the top to the right, which is right next to the POV hat. Button 6. Hit OK. Continue. Alright, let's test out our view. First, pull back on the POV hat to test the zoom. Okay, got that working. Now, let's activate the mouse. Hold down the middle mouse button, and you're able to look around, just like that. What I ended up doing was placing the mouse on the left side of the keyboard. That way you can have the joystick in your right hand and the mouse in your left. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, and it's probably going to be pretty tricky, but you will get used to it. Now, let's try our head movement. We can move it up, and we can move it down. I like to have it just like this, sort of like a scope. And you're going to use the bottom of that reticle to aim. Now let's try our other head movement. Turn to the back of the cockpit, hit left or right. Look at that. Let's try this way. Look at that. It's gonna come really, really in handy when you're dogfighting. And that's it, guys. If you already don't know, you're gonna hit I to get the button going. The engine going. Let's test out our throttle. You hit left click. There it is. See how the relative control is there? Get it going just a little bit. Now on the 3D Pro, it has the yaw access on the twist. So just use that twist. However you need to do it. Do nice steady movements. Decrease the throttle. Whichever way the torque throws you, you just do the opposite. And that's how you stay straight. Get up to takeoff speed, slightly pull back on the stick, and there you go. Hit that gear button that we assigned, and you're up in the air, and just keep her steady. I like to test flight because then, you know, there's no pressure to do anything. And you can completely test your controls and your sensitivities. Here we go with the mouse again. See how I can move the airplane and look around all at the same time? It's just like I have a track IR. You can turn behind you. Look at that right there. Totally check your 6. Now I'm pretty sure the flaps are set to a default, which is another button on the top. This one's to the left. Yeah, combat flaps. Go back to raised. And you can do all of this while still looking around. And there you have it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Have fun, get out there, start shooting people down.